Hey everyone, how are you? All right. We are in your entrance slip right now. But let's keep in mind that you haven't your notes yet. We do need to start there. So remember your notes, teams, find where it says notes. All right, math videos. Click play. Make sure you watch that lesson 13, and then let's get your entrance slips here. All right. So yeah, let's get ourselves to lesson number 13. All right. Oh my goodness, such a big day here. All right. And the reason why is if we scan into our table, the letters have showed up. The letters have arrived. Okay. So yeah, big deal going on here because most of math now is going to be working with mixing letters, all right, with your numbers. And normally we keep those guys separated from each other. But yeah, now they're beginning to show up here. So we have some things we have to get used to. Routines, your math manners, as I like to call them. So we got to make sure we kind of learn them there. So let's jump into this. Tables wise. Remember what we've talked about here at the beginning. Typically, when you fill in a table, we do some repeat addition and work your way down. That's not always going to work though when they give you information. So, like for example, you might look at that on the side. You might be like, "Hey, look at that. 3, 6. Ooh, we're counting by threes. Yeah. 3, 6, 9, 12, 12, 12. But there's an 18 that's there. Yeah. So you can't rely on repeat addition when you're trying to fill in a table that already has some information in it. You really got to focus on going from left to right, which means you're going to have to be using multiplication or division. Okay, so let's kind of look at this. What can you do to a 3 to get to a 1? What can you do to a 6 to get to a 2? Well, I'm getting smaller each time. So if I'm getting smaller inside, more likely it's going to be a division problem. And sure enough, we can divide them both by 3. So yeah, if we divide by 3 each time, it's going to work out. So let's come on down here to the 18. Take this 18 and let's divide it by 3. 18 divided by 3. Yeah, there's a 6 that's there. Okay, so to go from the girl's side to the boy's side, we are dividing by 3 each time. So let's come down to this letter that's here. All right, the letter says, I don't know how many there are, but if I did know, I'll tell you what to do. And like we've gone over there, is to get from the girl side to the boy side every single time you divide by 3. Now, so I can put that down, but I do need to watch for some of my math manners here. So a few things. First of all, for your division symbol, we use the fraction bar. So I'm going to take that letter G. So we just write that G down. I'm going to divide it by 3. And there we go. That's all that we need to do. Okay, so what it's saying there is, listen, when I find out how many there were, how many girls there were, I'll divide by 3, and that'll give me voice. So the letters say what you would end up doing. Don't know what the number is, but this is what I would do once I have it. Well, let's look going from the other side to go from the boys to the girls. So I got it from a 1 to a 3, a 2 to a 6. Again, we're getting bigger. One of the patterns that we're going to see here is whatever you do going one way, when you go the opposite way, you do the opposite operation. So the opposite of dividing by a 3 is to multiply by a 3. So to go from the boys' side to the girls' side, we're going to multiply by 3 every time. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So 3 times 3 is 9. Yes, it is. All right. And again, you can see the repeat addition would not work in here because they gave me information in the table. And so I got to make sure I find a pattern that works here. So then when I come on over here, I'm going to take the boys and I'm going to multiply them by 3. Okay. Talk about your math manners here. We're multiplying. We're multiplying a number with a letter. Anytime we multiply a number with a letter, the number always comes first. Man, I just don't like writing 3s. Let's try it one more time. There we go. And then when we multiply, the letter and the number just go right up against each other. So we say 3b. So no x, because an x looks like a letter, So remember, multiplication wise, no, 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 no. And even though we typically use a dot to show multiplication, like we've been doing here, showing multiplying by 3, we're multiplying by 3, we use that dot that's there. In this particular situation, we multiply numbers and letters right up against each other. So let's fill in what we got going on here. 33 girls. Well, again, we're at the girls' side and we're going to the boys' side. All right. Every time we get from the girls' side to the boys' side, we are dividing by 3. So take that 33, divide by 3, and say hello to 11. All right. 12 boys. So again, the boys' side, if I was in the boys' side, what am I doing here from the boys' side to the girls' side? Well, each time I am getting bigger, I am multiplying it by that 3. So take that 12 times it by that 3, you're going to get your 36. And then they're saying, hey, what about if there's 84 girls? Okay. So again, the girls' side, to get from the girls' side to the boys' side, we are always dividing by 3. So what we need to do here is divide by 3. So I need to take the 84, divide it by 3. So yeah, let's do some division off to the side. Not too bad here. All right. How about 20 groups to begin with? That's not bad because 20 times 3, 60. All right, so I've got 24 left after I subtract. How many groups of 3 can I take out of 24? Yeah, that's 8 of them there. Now I'm done. Show's over. So that tells me 28. So I'm dealing with 28 boys in this situation. Okay, let's do one more here. All right. So as we look into filling our table, to get from the dog side to the cat side, 1 to get to a 6, 2 to get to a 12. All right, I'm getting bigger, so I'm multiplying. And yes, we are multiplying by 6. So if they give me the 8 to get over there, you're going to multiply by 6. 8 times 6, yes, that's 48. Well, dogs get over there. Okay, well, remember, we're multiplying by 6. So when you multiply with a letter, it's always the number first and the letter right up against it. So we say 6D. And it's only for multiplication. Division, you've got to keep the order. Multiplication, number first always. Again, your math manners there. All right, so if we go the other way, to get from a 6 to a 1, we're dividing by 6. So again, this way here, opposite operations. That's why we're doing division. The opposite of multiplying by 6 is divide by 6. 6 divided by 6, 1. 12 divided by 6, 2. 30 divided by 6, yeah, 5. All right. Again, we can check it. 48 divided by 6, yeah, that's an 8. All right, so let's come on over here to that C. To get on over there, we need to divide by 6. So we're starting with our C, and we are dividing it by 6. So do notice here, in this particular problem, the letter came first. It's division, people. It's division. We keep it in the order that we're talking about. Multiplication is the only one where, yeah, it's always that number first. Okay, so 10 dogs, how many cats? So what are we doing to get from the dog side to the cat side? Well, yeah, we are multiplying by 6. So we should say 60. All right, 24 cats. How many dogs are there? So again, that cat side to the dog side, each time we were dividing by 6. So 24 divided by 6, say hello to 4. And then 54 cats, how many dogs? Again, we're starting on the cat side, and to get to the dog side, we know we need to divide by 6. So 54 divided by 6 ends up with 9. So again, emphasis here is because we're going left and right, we're going to need to use multiplication or division. When you're dealing with your letters, remember when you multiply, the number goes up against the letter and the number always first. With division, we just keep it in the order that they gave us. And again, C divided by 6. So we start off with the letter C there. And again, we use that fraction bar for division. All right, that's all we got for you today.